Hey journeys, I'm back with another video. So I just wanted to come on and do a general love reading for the collective to see where we at in our heart space as it relates to our romantic relationships with others. I was seeing a post earlier today and it was talking about the different ways in which we can support our friends in love and the different type of friends that we can have in our lives. So say for example you have like a non-traditional relationship dynamic, being able to have space in a support system to connect with other people that's like that. And it's kind of the same, like say for example you're married, so you want to have a support system of wives so that y'all can kind of like relate off the same thing. So I need to be getting me a support system of what girls who is engaged, honey, because I'm trying to be engaged. All right. Anyway, spirit, guided angels, benevolent energies, what do y'all have today for the collective in the area of love? Let it be very specific for those who are watching this video today, and let's see what is the message for them. I saw true love. True love did pop out to me, and when I saw true love, two other cards fell right after. So I feel like ultimately y'all want true love. However, y'all are gonna have to go through this process first. You're gonna have to learn to forgive, and you're gonna have to free yourself. You're gonna have to free yourself from your negative beliefs and your thinking as it relates to love. There's a past relationship in your life that you are holding on to, those specific ways in which you were treated. And we kind of talked about this in the past love reading, how like we kind of set the standard of what we expect out of people from how we perceive our exes, and so we think that our nexus would be like our exes. And it's time for y'all to really forgive, because forgiveness is not necessarily for you to be able to get the true love that's in. It's kind of like true love came into the orbit of all these cards, but it didn't pop out. And it's like y'all are not going to be able to, well, from my perspective, from what I'm intuitively tuning into, if it's not for you, then just leave it. But I feel like in order for y'all to really be able to have true love and a relationship that is really meant for you, that's healthy and that's gonna ultimately grow the person that you are, you're gonna have to free yourself from the past. You're gonna have to free yourself from y'all negative stigma around what people are like and how people show up. It's time for y'all to forgive your exes. Stop holding them to the wrongs that they did, the mistakes that they made, the things that y'all feel like happened between y'all that slighted you or whatever. Like, move on past that stuff, because ultimately as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Y'all want true love, but y'all are still holding on to things from the past, and that is just going to continuously suppress and push down the possibilities of a true love connection being able to come in for you if you continuously see your new partners in what it is that your old partners did. Your old partners definitely want your forgiveness. They're actually begging you for it. They might not be vocalizing it, but they're begging you for it energetically. And so we have to pay attention to those signs as well. How is it that we can learn from the decisions that we made and the mistakes that we made? I was the type of person, y'all, that I used to always feel like the person that I was with was trying to play me, or people was trying to play me. But in all reality, it's kind of like, girl, you played yourself by making certain decisions. However, we cannot wallow in the fact that we didn't make the best decisions in our partners. We didn't make the best decisions in loves and over the mistakes that we made. In order to be able to move into a new connection, or to even like put fire back into a connection that y'all already have, it's time to take back control of your life. So stop being stuck in this constant narrative and this constant cycle of blaming yourself for what happened to you, how it happened to you. Trigger warning: when I was sexually assaulted, I always felt like it was my fault. Like, if I never answered that text message, if I never linked up with that guy, if I never went to his house with him by myself, if I never took that drink, then these things wouldn't have happened to me. While that's not true, we have to hold the other person accountable for their wrongdoings. But for me, I will always make excuses for the person who assaulted me and blame myself for that thing happening to me. And it's the same for us. We cannot hold on to these things that we messed over or messed up on and continuously think that that's who it is that we are. Like, important for us to not let our mistakes define us. It's time for y'all to really free yourselves from the past. It's time for y'all to really just tap into a new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new way of loving. Spirit, what's the advice? Can we get some advice for the journeys on what it is that they need to move forward? And as I'm doing this reading, y'all saw me looking down, right? The moment I picked up these Moonology cards, my ex sent me a DM. I sent them this reel about how they invited me to one of their dinners and I refused to come because of who I felt like was gonna be there. I gave them so many chances and they would be mad because I didn't come to their dinner. So these are the 3 cards that came out. We have a fiery climax approaches, balance your spirituality and practicality, and take time to breathe it out. So these constantly come up in this deck, and I probably need to stage this deck, but we're going to take this message for face value. At the bottom of the deck, don't let pride get in your way. So you wanted to be this perfect person in love. You wanted to be this perfect person in life who don't make mistakes, who don't make bad decisions, who don't make bad choices. That is not going to be feasible for you. Your pride is definitely going to prevent you from being able to really see yourself for who it is that you are, and really accepting all of you and all the totality of who it is that you're becoming. Wow, this is a really pretty card. It said be bold and make the first move. You gotta bet on yourself. You have to bet on yourself that like you do have the capability of learning from your past mistakes. You have to bet on yourself that like just because you didn't have it together in the past relationship doesn't mean that you cannot do better moving forward in this new one, right? And so a fiery climax is coming for you. Like hot, passionate, steamy love is coming for you. But y'all have to free yourself. You have to give yourself space and opportunity to forgive you and forgive others and learn from what it is that happened in the past. And you can do that through FaceTime audio. Babe, I'm gonna call you right back. You can do that through meditation, listening to different frequencies, sounds that's like on YouTube around healing the heart chakra, opening yourself to love, surrendering yourself from the past, different things like that. But that's like you being able to use practical things in life and in tune it with your spirituality, so that when you do show up in this 3D world, so that when you do show up in this natural existence, you're able to show up from a space of freedom. It's like y'all been bound by this thing, like y'all been bound by the past, and that's not good. And if you continue to allow yourself to be bound, that's what you're gonna get. Y'all see how he's like pushing her down, and I hope it really focuses so y'all can tap into this card. Y'all see how he's really like pushing her head down. She's bound by this. Y'all gotta let that go. Spirit, how is it that the journeys can move past from what happened to them in these previous connections and really be able to get to their true love? Unrequited love came out. That's y'all ex. That's not who's coming in. So much chaotic energy came from that person. But it don't mean that they can't learn as well. Everything is a reflection. So they gonna go through their process. But as it relates for y'all, like to be able to move on, it's like free yourself. Keep popping up. Like that's what y'all gotta do. You can't force this message. I'm trying to get y'all a little bit more, but we keep getting the same thing. And that's the message. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay, so whoever it is that's coming in, that's your true love. Y'all gonna have strong chemistry with one another. They want y'all to stay optimistic and take time to get to know them. That was also in that last reading. And trust is going to be really important for y'all, because in your past relationship, levels of trust have been broken. And so in order for you to be able to continue forward, move forward, and like grow in this union, it's going to require for you to have faith. You have to have faith in yourself that you can do it, that you can learn from this, that you can forgive, that you can move forward, that you can literally have like bliss and joy and peace and love. And you also have to trust your partner that they are capable of giving that to you. And if you don't feel like they are, you got to ask yourself, why is that? You know? Yeah, that's what I'm getting for this general love reading. This is a general reading. If it does not apply to you, then just leave it alone, honey. But if it did resonate, then definitely consider liking this video, giving it a big thumbs up. That way we can spread this word to other people who might find resonance as well. We ain't gonna be stingy over here. Tell a friend about the unique journey, okay? I do offer personal readings at this time of the video being recorded. Y'all check in the description box down below as to how y'all can book a personal reading with me. So if y'all want to get more in depth about this message, if you feel like you need something that's a little more extended, a little more specific for your own situation, I do allow y'all to ask questions. Check the description box down below. I would never reach out to y'all personally for a reading, directly for a reading. I would never say in my comment section about y'all getting a reading from me or anything like that. Just use your discernment. Only use the methods that I have below, and be very, 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 make sure y'all paying attention, because there's definitely people out here who try to use these spiritual gifts and impersonate people. I just don't want y'all to be a victim of that, or like have the experience something like that. So yeah, if y'all like these type of videos, if y'all want more love readings, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see y'all on my next video. Bye, journeys.